How's it going? This is Tim here. Sorry for the delay in getting this solution out to you. Um, what day is today? It's Wednesday today. I'm going to give you till Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Saturday at midnight, and then on Sunday I'll give you the new challenge. This took me about 3 days of pulling out my hair. I'm pretty proud of it. It looks simple, but I found it to be very, very tricky. So let me just show you what it does. It's a little bit loud here. So this is the main conveyor, and this is the secondary conveyor. This conveyor is always going to have priority. And it also counts. So anyway, I've tested the hell out of it. I'll show you. Yeah, this stuff is hard enough with a clear head and nothing else going on. When you got stuff going on the side like we're dealing with, I find it to be very difficult. So you deserve credit. I did get solutions from two of you. Good job. So look, I get it. I'm going to make the next challenge a little bit easier, but look, I feel good. I had to really pull my hair out to get it. So let me, I'll show you how I did it. Let's start a new one of these, and I'm going to get a start and a stop, the set and the reset, and not for the stop button, you know that, hopefully, on the start. And what we're going to do is we're going to start, we're going to turn on just a latch, a memory bit. And we're going to call this, what do I call it? I'm looking at my notes here, main control relay. Okay. And then, okay. And then I'm going to take this main control relay bit, which is like the boss bit, and what am I going to do? I'm going to get myself a little note, and I'm going to call this logic. I have a feeling all of you who are taking this capstone are just dying to graduate and get a job, even before this bullshit that we're dealing with. So I can only imagine how you feel. This bit here is going to be the logic for conveyor 1. Down here, we're going to have the logic controlling conveyor 2. And in here, I'm going to turn on conveyor 1, load 1, and exit conveyor. We'll just see what happens. You're probably thinking to yourself, what the hell is load 1? You'll see now in a second. Boop. How I figured this out was I was going trial and error step. I'd get one bit working and I'd move on to the next bit and add more and more functionality. Okay. What's the next bit? The logic for conveyor 2. I'm going to have main control relay, and I'm going to use an AND here. I'm looking at the solution in front of me, and I'm trying to get bits and pieces for it. I don't want to give it all to you. And here, what is this? This is going to be conveyor 2 and load 2. And we'll just see what happens. And we'll just run this and let's see what happens with this. Start. So you can see both of them are running when I hit the start, and this should come all the way down and it keeps going. They're both keep going, so that's okay. And I can hit the start to stop and it will stop. So what I want to do is I want this conveyor 2 to, now I need view sensor tags. When this guy, this is a capacitive sensor, when this guy goes high, I want to stop the conveyor, it's done its job. So I'm going to add that. Conveyor 2. So I'm going to go not at transfer 2. Okay, let's try that. Reset. Now, this should come to the end and stop. Happy days. This conveyor stopped, and that's going to keep on going. And this was let's do this again. And this is what took me 3 days to figure out, and I'll show you. This is what took me 3 days to figure out. When this conveyor is the priority, this is the boss, and this is the secondary conveyor. And I was thinking, when is it time for us to push this in? Whenever this guy is high and all of these 3 are low. If any of these 3 are high, that means there's something in the way, believe it or not. So whenever this guy's high and these 3 are low, what do we want to do? We want to turn off this conveyor and we want to turn on the transfer. And that's what is so simple as it is. I had to pull my hair out and walk around the room like a madman until I got it. So we need a memory bit called priority. And how did I do that? So I come over here and I'm going to go, when at transfer 2 is high, that's the capacitive sensor on the secondary conveyor, and I need 3 nuts, not the 3 sensors. 1, 2, 3. And what is it? We don't want, what are the 3 sensors? At exit, at transfer 1, at entry 1. At exit, at transfer 1, at exit. When these 3 are low, we know that there's no pallet in the way. Okay, and what we need to do is we're going to set I want to try something. We're going to set something. We're going to set a bit. And we're just going to call it priority. Memories, bool. when priority is high, let's call this priority. When this guy is high, it means that there's a pallet in the small conveyor waiting to get onto the big conveyor, and it also tells us that the big conveyor is empty. Okay. I need to reset that, but I'm not going to talk about that now for a second. I'm going to take that priority, and if I go over here, I'm going to set what's kind of, I hate to say this now, I didn't get a submission from Ian yet. Now Ian is very sharp with this stuff, so he might have been like me and having trouble with this. I don't know. So that was kind of telling me something. Now, let's get rid of this guy. If we want to turn on the two actuators, the two of them are, what the hell is it? There's two of them. You have a transfer left here for this guy, the transfer left here, and you have a transfer left one. I had to figure that out. Transfer left one. Let me just show you here. Dock all tags. Now, why isn't that working? If I go transfer left, forced, it's paused. I think that chain is working in the wrong direction anyway, but it's transfer left 1 and 2. We want to, is that right? Transfer left 1 and 2. That's what I've written down my solution. I'm going to put it in. Transfer left 1 and 2 is set. So what do I want to do? When that priority goes high, I need to turn off the main conveyor. This logic. So what I need here is an AND. If it seems like how the hell do I know all of these things? A, I had to spend a lot of time figuring this out, and then B, I am looking at the solution. I did not get the solution from Tam or honestly, I can't stand looking at other people's code because I don't know why. It just I cannot stand not understanding. That's the first thing, but I don't like looking at someone else's code. Now I'm going to get priority. If priority. Now why do I knot that though? I'm knotting it. Yeah, we want this thing to run when the control relay is on and priority is low. As soon as priority goes high, that's telling me that there's a bloody pallet there, and it needs to try, and this guy will turn off. So let's see what we have. What is this going to do? Stop. Damn it anyway. Okay, that's set, isn't it? Add transfer 1 priority. Yeah, do you know why it's running? Because I have them forced. So release these, run it. Yeah, baby. So what's up there now? We want that to let's try that again. We want that to come across. We want that to come across That's that priority. Now what I have done is I've at transfer 1. When this guy goes high at transfer 1, we want to reset that. So when this goes high, we want to reset that. So we go back, and that's where we use that at transfer 1, like so. And that logic is complete there. Okay. And then here, now what does this priority do? It turns those two on. When do we want to turn that off? We want to turn that off. We want to turn those guys off whenever this guy, if that main control relay is on, that means the other two conveyors are running, and then we want to turn it off when so either one of these, I ORed these. Just bear with me for a sec. Come on now, will you? I can actually get rid of this and just try that. You'll see that that will reset these two once the pallet comes over and hits that at transfer 1. I'll explain the next bit later. What else are we missing? The logic for conveyor 2. And what else did I do? I have a priority. I have the priority bit. I have the priority bit, and I'm knotting that. Why am I knotting that? When this is high, we do not want that conveyor to run when it's transferring the stuff over. Maybe, okay. Let's see what happens. These two, the warning light and the alarm siren, I know I'm jumping around. I got them from warning devices. There's your warning light, and there's my siren. And you can place them up there. Why isn't it going all the way over? I want to try that. That sucks. What am I missing there? I have transfer left 1 and transfer left 2 on my notes. Transfer left 1 and transfer left 2, and I have priority, and then I'm killing with that. Okay, I'm going to try something. And I can pull this over. Oh yeah. That sucks. Alright, can I put it down there? And I want to force this. Why isn't that transfer left 1? I wonder, is it due because there's something messed up around here? It's transfer left. That's weird though, isn't it? I'm going to try this again. All of a sudden it's not working. Stop. There it goes. I wondered if something messed around here. And now it works. Bastard of a thing. Excuse me. You didn't hear me say that. Right. That's the logic for conveyor 2. We have all of that. The last thing we need is a counter. Well, and we need the extra stuff. So what I need is, what are we going to do with the counter? I look at this, and you could add an extra sensor here, or we could just use this at exit. Whenever this exit goes from a high down to a low transition, what is that called? That's what we want. When this guy passes and it goes from a high down to a low transition. Hold on a second. So what I'm going to have, what is that called? I'm going to use that sensor now in a sec. So I have the at exit. And this is called, let's have a look here. What is that called? It's called, it detects a transition from a true to a false, a falling edge detection. That's the guy I want right there. And then I'm going to use counter, a count up. We're just going to use our reset button to reset the counter. And then in order to use the counter, this PV is a preset value. You have to include one. Which I don't know what, yeah, that's fair enough. All we care, we'll just make it as high as possible. And then what we're going to do then is we have a counter display, and that's just going to go, whoops. Q is the output, is the current value. Q is the, CV is the current value. CV is what I want. Okay. Okay. Now, let's see, does that work? There it is. So the thing is counting quite well. The last thing I need is, I wanted to press the start button. Once the start button is pressed, I wanted the warning light and the alarm siren to come on for 5 seconds, and then I wanted the system to run. If the stop button is pressed and the start button is pressed again, I want the 5 seconds of alarm. Because in real life, you would have something like that. So I added that because I needed to learn how to use timers. So we're just going to do it here. Instead of turning on this main control relay, I'm going to turn on a timer. And I'm going to get myself another memory bit. Let's try that again. What that thing? A source. Maybe it's a memory bool. They call it a memories, yeah. I'm going to call this start timer. Alright, what was I trying to do? Let's have a look here. I'm going to get the warning light and the alarm siren going. So the start timer. The start timer is going to turn on okay. That turns on, and what do we want? We're going to then, the output from that is going to turn on the main control relay. We want the start timer is going to turn this on, and then we're going to have, does he need to go out or something?
Put him up in the bed here for a while.
Hey, come here. So the start timer turns, we want 5 seconds. These are milliseconds. 5,000 milliseconds. And then this is going to turn on. So let's see what happens. Start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So while this, so what did I do? I got an and. There's probably a better way of doing this, but this is how I do it. When this guy is not on, when this is not running, but the start timer has been pressed, what you want to do, you want to turn on the warning light and the alarm siren. Right, let's have a look. That's it. That's the code. Logic for conveyor 1, conveyor 2. Let's run this. And that's it. Sorry it's taken so long to get this solution out to you. It was a little bit more challenging than I thought. So this I'm going to give you the next challenge I'm going to issue on Sunday. I'm going to tell you what it is. It's going to be this assembler. So that's going to be the challenge on Sunday. Okay. And I'll give you the details, but the eager beavers amongst you can start picking this thing apart. God, I hope that's not too hard. All right, take care. Talk to you later.